guys, my name is Lily and today I would like to report about the economic situation in Europe again. Today especially I want to report about the inflation in my country, which is Austria. So in July we had an inflation of about 3.6%. Everything is more expensive, inflation worse than expected according to Statistics Austria. So here they are saying that the price increase is primarily due to the increase of price in natural gas, heating oil, and also in clothing items, for example. Prices for water, housing and energy rose by an average of 5.7%. Household energy alone has risen by 11%, and that's because of really steep natural gas prices. Also, electricity price increases remained at a similar level to June, rising by 35%. 35%, guys. Rent prices, including leases, rose by 4.2%, and apartment costs, maintenance costs, increased by 3%. Package flight, a plus of 12.4%. Overnight stays abroad, 22.6% plus. Extra light heating oil, bulk purchase, plus 7%. Passport issuing fee, 47%. Wow, that's crazy. So the inflation in Austria doesn't seem to take a break, and we are doing worse than other European countries right now. Also, next topic, we have a problem with agriculture. Here they are writing that only 4 out of 100 euros remain for agriculture. That means that if you are buying some kind of food in the store and you pay 100 euros, only 4 out of those 100 euros go to the farmer. And the rest is stuck, with logistics, supply chain, and the dealer. Of course, all of the people who are working in the supermarket, they have to get paid, right? So this entire system is really expensive, and only 4% go directly to the farmer. So because of the farmer often working 80 hours for a really low salary, a lot of farmers are quitting their jobs, closing their farms. So here you can see a statistics. In the 1970s we had 387,000 farmers, but now in 2023 we only had like 140,000 farmers anymore. So a lot of young people say they don't want to do the farming job anymore, and they rather quit and work something else than staying at home working 80 hours, really hard work, and then only getting really little money. And that's a huge problem, of course, because if you're a country, you want to have a certain amount of food security. So you don't want to import all of your foods from abroad, because that's very insecure, and you want to have supply of food yourself in case of an emergency. And a lot of those small farms have closed down, primarily because of the price pressure that was caused by joining the European Union. So because of the European Union, we now get a lot of foods which are really cheap, and local farmers cannot compete. So because of this situation, which is going on for a couple of decades now, farmers have been getting subventions, but sometimes that's just not enough, especially for young people who don't want to make their hands dirty anymore. That's just not enough if they earn so much more doing another profession. Okay, before we continue with the news, I would like to let you know that actually YouTube is shadow banning my videos, meaning that they don't send out the videos to my subscribers. And because of this situation, I had to find a sponsor, which is the company Odenwolf. And Odenwolf is producing some really fine knives. And if you use the affiliate link in the description below and my discount code, which is Lily10, you will get a discount of 10% on all of the Odenwolf models. Today they've sent me the small W mini neck knife here, which is really cute. I like this one so much, and I use it almost every day to open up parcels. But you can also use it in the forest for carving, for example. And actually, if you need a first knife for a child, then this knife here is perfect. The blade is not too big, the handle is really safe, and this is a great knife for children to learn bushcraft, survival and carving. So it's a really nice neck knife. that you also can hang around your neck with the lanyard that comes with the package. And the lanyard also comes with a fire steel and a scraper, so you can make a fire with the fire steel here. They also come in different colors, black, green. And then if you open up the knife, you can see they come with different finishes, and also they come with different kind of blade styles. So this blade here is a saber grind, and this one here is a Scandinavian grind. So I really like the options that the company Odenwolf offers. So if you want to see how these knives are performing, then just make sure to stick around till the end of this video. And meanwhile, I will put the affiliate link to this knife here into the description below. Next, Chinese car manufacturers are pushing into the European market. According to a study, the Chinese automakers have a big cost advantage, and although there are tariffs on the products, they are very often much cheaper than the cars from Western manufacturers. Especially Chinese automakers could achieve their enormous cost advantages through higher unit production and battery production. So here they have a better price, and the battery is really what makes an electric vehicle very expensive. Next, we are witnessing a big wave of bankruptcies, especially in trade companies. So here they're saying no money after Corona. Now a new wave of bankruptcies threatens. The economy is struggling to get back on track. A company is going bankrupt almost every day. And now experts are predicting even more bankruptcies. Meanwhile, we have a huge hole in the budget. The hole in the state coffers continues to widen. Despite austerity measures, the government continues to spend more money than it earns. And now we get a procedure with the European Union. Meanwhile, the housing prices are unbelievably high, especially the housing market in Vienna. For example, in Vienna city center, you can easily pay around 1.15 million euros for a condominium. Next, people are really suffering, especially social markets are in a difficult situation. Social markets are now getting fewer donations because people are struggling, so they are donating less food. And also now there are more people who are in need for these cheap foods. So there's a higher demand for social markets but less food donations. So this situation leads to a shortage of cheap foods for desperate people who are really in need. Cooling has become incredibly expensive. So if you have an air conditioning, some people are not using it anymore, because electricity prices have become unaffordable. So yeah, I can remember when I was a child in Austria, nobody had air conditioning because it was really much colder. And in summertime it was not getting so hot. But now we are getting 38, 39 degrees Celsius every summer. And during those weeks it's really hot, and even I am using, like 3 weeks of the year, I'm using the air conditioning just so that we can sleep. And when I was a child, that was not the case. The temperature was like 34 degrees Celsius, 36 maybe, but not as hot. So yeah, it's getting warmer. People are getting air conditioning, but now this has become really expensive. Okay guys, so this is it. Now I'm going to try out the knives. So if you're interested, just stick around. So the Scandi blade is really sharp. And you have to play with the angle a little bit so you don't cut too deep into the wood. Now let's see if I can spark a flame with this fire steel. So the scraper is not producing a lot of big sparks. I'm going to take the tip of the knife because it's a little bit sharper than the scraper. Sometimes when the fire is not lighting, you take the knife to your jeans and scrape off a little bit of lint. Of course this is going to degrade the jeans, but you get this really nice and fine material which looks like this, and that's what you want to put into your tinder bundle. Here we go. And that flame is the start of a fire. Okay, so here we got all of the Odenwolf mini knives side by side, and this is a great comparison. So here you can see that these knives are available either in black or in green. And the blade differs in saber grind. So these two here, they are called the W Mini. And if you want to get the Scandi version, you have to order the W Mini Scandi, which are these knives, but all have the same sheath, which is really awesome, by the way. So they come with this clip, and you can clip it onto your belt or your backpack, for example. So that's great. And also all of the minis come with this necklace with a fire steel and scraper. So I think the knives are great, and also the price is really awesome. So one of these knives costs 25 bucks. And that's a really, really good price. Especially with my discount code, you will get 10% off. So then you will get them even cheaper. And that's a really good price for the quality that they offer. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to apply the discount code Lilly10 for these knives or any other models that they have. So if you want to support my channel, I will put all of the links into the description below. Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned till next time.